I consider myself an artist who does it for my personal pleasure, my personal peace, and it allows me to have a little outlet for my work. My beginnings in arts, no one in my family was an artist or a painter or a drawer, or no such form of creativity at all. But I do remember later on, maybe a preteen, and my mother had signed me up for this arts and crafts kit of the month. And so I remember getting this package, and you never know what was the little art and craft project in it, but it was a complete kit, everything with the glue, to the little toothpicks, to whatever it was you were making. And that was the highlight of my years, was doing little things like that. When I'm creating art, my creative process is jumpy, I would say. I will start one painting and I'll get bored with it and I'll put it away. And I'll start another one, and I might start in the corner, or I might just start in the middle, or just paint the whole thing one background, you know, just maybe black, and then work from there. It could be mood determined as well, maybe. Not that I rarely ever am ever in a black mood. It's mostly gray or white, but I work from project to project, and sometimes I get totally tired of just painting and doing all of that, and I'll bring out all the flowers, and I'll just make a huge mess with the flowers. And then when I get bored with that, I'll go back to something really clean, like painting. I've never had an exhibit ever in my life, and I'm extremely excited to have my first showing at the Orlando Museum of Art. My background is abnormal psychology and learning and memory and social behaviors, and so if you look at my work, which is abstract and black and white, it can look extremely chaotic. And so I know that that has a definite influence, is my background in psychology, of the studies of the mind. And I believe that a painting can allow you to take the mind and kind of put it together and kind of condense it and box it up and make it okay. A piece that I have that's really amazing, I'm using the word piece, it's called Rip a Piece of My Heart. And that's a kind of an interesting piece, because I literally took different papers, black and white and grays, and I ripped all the pieces, and I had arranged that into a type of a collage. And that was very comforting for me to do, just, you know, and it was very good, and I was able to lay it down. And as I was ripping it, it kind of let out some emotions at that time, and then I was able to take it and then actually paste it and place it where I wanted it to be. And if you look at it, it looks very organized. It's a very organized, ripped apart piece of artwork, and I love it. Well, the charcoal drawing that I did is titled My Wife. No one knows why I call it that, and it's just 2 bowling pins and 2 derby hats. And I call it My Wife because it reminds me of a Geils song called That Bowling Ball, It's My Wife. It's really a horror kind of a song, because he starts bowling and he gets mad at his wife one day, and eventually that's her head that's rolling on the bowling alley. But that particular charcoal drawing is called My Wife, and that reminds me of that song. To be honest, this is very new to me, and it's very I really am slightly anxiety-ridden. I deal all the time with people who may be recently divorced, and so there's a lot of turmoil going on in their life, and children, and things are being ripped apart from their life, and their life is not as balanced and serene as it used to be. And I think that art would help them to create a peaceful balance in their lives, some sort of center.
Now remember, being an artist is a lot more than just putting something down and putting a frame around it.